There's something happening to your brain that nobody's talking about. You sit down to read, to work, to think, and within minutes, something pulls you away. Not because you're lazy, not because you're broken, because your brain has been quietly rewired, and you didn't even notice it happening. Think about the last time you needed real focus. Reading, writing, thinking through a problem. How long before your hand reached for your phone? For most people today, that window is getting shorter and shorter, and most don't notice it happening. Here's what most people don't realize. This isn't just a bad habit, it's a biological shift. Your brain's ability to sustain attention is governed by a chemical system, one that has been systematically disrupted by the technology you use every single day. And the disruption runs deeper than you think. The system at the center of this is dopamine. Most people think dopamine is about pleasure. It isn't. Dopamine is your brain's anticipation signal. It fires before the reward, not after. It's what makes you reach for your phone before you've decided to. It drives the seek, not the satisfaction. Every notification, every scroll, every autoplay video is engineered to fire that dopamine signal. Not once, constantly. Your phone sends your brain hundreds of anticipation signals per day. And your brain, which evolved to chase reward, follows every single one. This is not an accident. It was designed this way. The real cost isn't screen time. It's what happens to your brain between the screens. When dopamine fires this frequently, your brain recalibrates. It raises its baseline. Now, anything that doesn't produce that same rapid signal, reading, thinking, creating, working, feels flat. Boring, almost impossible to start. To understand why this matters, you need to know how attention actually works. Your brain has two modes: focused attention, narrow, deliberate, effortful, and diffuse attention, broad, wandering, automatic. Deep work needs focused mode. But a dysregulated dopamine system keeps pulling you into diffuse. Most people try to fix this with willpower. Just focus. Put the phone down. Be disciplined. And it works, for about 10 minutes, because willpower draws from a limited reserve. Every time you resist a dopamine trigger, you spend from that reserve. And the triggers never stop. Here's the part that changes everything. When your brain is repeatedly flooded with high stimulation dopamine signals, the receptors that receive those signals become less sensitive. Your brain compensates by requiring more stimulation to feel the same level of engagement. This is called downregulation, and it's the same mechanism behind addiction. In real life, downregulation feels like this. A book that used to absorb you for hours now feels slow after 2 pages. A conversation feels like effort. Your own thoughts feel boring. You're not less capable. Your stimulation baseline has just shifted, upward. Compare that to scrolling. In 30 seconds, your brain receives more dopamine triggers than an hour of deep work produces. Every new image, every caption is a fresh anticipation signal. The feed was designed to match your brain's trigger rate exactly. It will always win, unless you change the system. And the effect doesn't stay inside your focus. A dysregulated dopamine system ripples into everything. Your sleep quality drops because the brain stays activated at night. Your motivation flattens because nothing feels worth starting. Your mood becomes more reactive because small frustrations hit a nervous system that's already overstimulated. None of this is your fault. You didn't choose to have technology designed around your brain's vulnerabilities. But here's the honest truth. Understanding the cause doesn't fix it. You still have to do something with that understanding. And that's exactly what the rest of this series is about. Here's what neuroscience has confirmed. Your brain is not fixed. It is plastic, meaning it rewires itself based on what you repeatedly expose it to. The same mechanism that shifted your baseline upward can shift it back down. This is neuroplasticity, and it works in both directions. Resetting your dopamine baseline doesn't mean deleting your phone or going off-grid. It means deliberately reducing high stimulation inputs for a defined period, and replacing them with lower stimulation activities that allow your receptors to recalibrate. Even 5 to 7 days creates a measurable shift. 3 to 4 weeks creates a lasting one. As the baseline lowers, something quiet happens. tasks that felt impossible to start feel manageable again. The restlessness reduces. Ordinary moments begin to carry more weight. You're not forcing productivity. Your brain is returning to its natural operating state. So where do you start? One change. For the first 7 days, delay your first phone interaction by 60 minutes after waking. Don't check notifications, don't open social media, don't consume content. Give your brain the first hour undisturbed. That single shift, done consistently, begins to recalibrate the entire system. But dopamine is only one part of the problem. Your attention span has its own separate mechanism, one that dopamine disruption affects differently. In the next video, we go deeper into how attention actually works, why it's collapsed, and the steps to rebuild it. Everything we've covered today is one entry point into a larger system. At Mind-Body System, we call it the mind-body loop. Your brain chemistry, your body's energy, and your environment connected in one feedback cycle. Understanding it is how you stop fighting your biology. That's what this channel is built around. Your brain wasn't built for the level of stimulation it's absorbing every day, but it was built to adapt in both directions. The focus you've lost isn't gone. It's buried under a baseline that was never meant to be this high. Lower the noise, reclaim the signal. That's where it starts.